Hello guys, welcome back once again to another episode of Learn Data Analytics with Blessing. And in today's video, we'll be looking at subqueries. From the word subqueries, you should know that it has to do with queries inside of queries, because sub has to do with something inside of another thing. So subqueries, also known as nested queries, are SQL queries that are embedded or enclosed inside another or within another query. So they are usually used when you need to retrieve data that depends on other data in the database. You can use subqueries in either in the select statement, the from, or in the where clause. So the main query in SQL depends on the inner query, which is like the subquery. So let's look at first how you can use subquery in the select statement. So let's look at this. First, let's run all the data in the orders table. Select all from orders. So let's see all the data we have here, F5. So this is all the data we have here in the orders. So let's assume that I want to be able to compare the unit price, then the maximum price for every of the product. Using a subquery, all I have to do is come here and say select, or to select the product, comma, then I'll type in the unit price, comma, then I want to look for the maximum price. Open my parentheses and I'll say select max. So use max of the unit price, close my parentheses. Where is this coming from? From the orders table. Close my parentheses, and I have to alias this as high price. Don't forget, this is just a subquery within the select statement. I still have to specify where the whole data is coming from. It is coming from the orders table. So I'll run this now and let's see what we get. F5. So you can see here you get to see the product and you get to compare the unit price with the high price. I can see, okay, for this particular laptop, this is just the unit price to the high price. The maximum is still 1,300. I can see the high price of every of the unit price in the orders, and I can compare all the unit prices with that maximum or that high price. So with subqueries in the select clause, the return is single value. As you can see, we just have 1,300 all through for the column for high price. So it returns a single value that is used as part of the main query output. So this single value that this returned, if I run only this now, it returned, let's run only this F5. You can see it returned 1,300 alone. Combining it to the main query, it was returned with the result for the main query as well. So that is how you use subqueries in the select statement. What about using subquery in the from clause? So let's assume I want to select the average unit price per product. So using a subquery as a derived table. To do this, I'll come here and I'll say, okay, select what? I want to select the product, comma, I want to select average AVG unit price, right? Then I want to specify, and I would say from where. This is where I'm going to add my subquery. I would say select what? I want you to select the product, comma, then find the average of all the unit prices. Unit price as what? I'm going to alias this as average unit price, just like what I specified here. So average unit price. Okay, what else do you want? Specify where it's coming from. You still have to specify where it's coming from, the orders table. Now don't forget the fact that you're using an aggregate function here, AVG. You have to use the group by clause, grouping it based on the products column here. So I'll come here and say group by what? I'll group by the product, group by product. Good. So once I'm done grouping by product, I'm just going to close my parentheses, then alias this table as probably product. Let's give the product AVG, product average. Good, product average. Let's run the query. What this means is that these two product and average unit price column you want to get will be drawn from this subquery that is in the from clause. So you're saying that I'm going to draw the product and the average unit price from this table. So let's run this now and see. First, I would like to run the one inside F5. As you can see, we have the product and we have our average unit price. So if I run everything now, F5, so you can see we get the product and the average price. What if I don't want to see product? I don't want to see, sorry, the average price. So I'll just remove this. If I should run this still, F5, so you can see return only the product, but what happened? Product from this particular table, this derived table here. So I can query up this. Let me just add in the AVG unit price. Good. So I can still say filter this. I can still say, okay, let's run this again now. See F5. I can say, okay, where what? Where product. So you can still filter our data from this, even if it's not coming from like the others, but a derived table from the others table. So I'd have product equals to what? Or product in, let's assume we want to see laptop and smartwatch. So products in, open my parentheses, then I'll say laptop, then what else, comma, then smartwatch. Good. Now let's run this and see. And you can see it's already returned the average unit price for laptop and smartwatch. So this is how it is. It's just you querying off this subquery. The way SQL is going to run this, it will first run this subquery, then this outer query, the main query, would get its data from this subquery. Now let's look at subquery in the where clause. So let's say I want to find product that is above the average unit price. To do this in the where clause, I'm just going to say, okay, select what? I'm going to select the product, comma, I'm going to select the unit price from where it's coming from the others table. Then what else? I'm going to use the where. So where what? Where the unit price is greater than, this is where I now adding my subquery, is greater than select AVG, open my parentheses, unit price, close my parentheses, as what? As AVG unit price. Then where is it coming from? From the others table, others, and I'm just going to close my parentheses, then run this. So let's run this and see F5. As you can see, this has returned all products with their price greater than the average price. This is how you use the subquery in either the select statement, the from statement, or from clause, and the where clause. You can also use it with the delete statement, the insert statement, the update statement, as well as in the join clause and the having clause as well. So just play around this, and I hope you'll be able to pick one or two from this video. In our next video, we'll be looking at more advanced concept in SQL. Bye.